I'm sure y'all are wondering why I even bother coming back at all. It's been so long since I've made a video. But it's because I love each and every one of you so much. It's because I'm bored and I have nothing better to do with my life. I'm just gonna keep it really simple today and talk to you guys about some of my favorite films that I've seen over the past 3 months. Movie number 1! It's the Doctor Who 50th anniversary. Whoa! In some aspects, this episode was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. The cinematography was perfect. The script was hilarious. I loved being able to see Matt Smith and David Tennant, two of my favorite people in the entire world, bantering between each other. It was so well done. It was really cool to see John Hurt actually act. We all know he's a great voice actor, but it's cool to actually be able to see his face and not hear him behind the awkward CGI of a dragon a la Merlin. Merlin. And it was really just a great experience. Me and my friends dressed up because why wouldn't we dress up to go see a movie? Now here's where, if you haven't seen the episode, I would suggest muting it. I will give you a little thumbs up like this when it's time to turn the sound back on. Ah! Also, the one thing that I really didn't like about this episode was the fact that Rose wasn't actually Rose. I'm one of those weirdos who thinks that the Doctor's true soulmate is Rose, and the fact that Ted never got to see her face really broke my heart, and it was one of those moments when all I could think was, Moffat! But other than that, I guess you can watch now. Turn up the volume. You're good. Other than that, I actually adored this episode. It was great. It was great. It was so well done. Movie number 2. So I'm a huge fan of The Hunger Games. Overall, I think this movie was amazing. Like, 8.5 out of 10. Wow. I loved how the director of Catching Fire was really able to embody the different characteristics of each district and like really demonstrate the poverty in contrast to the absurd wealthiness of the capital. Also, I don't know if any of you know, but Jennifer Lawrence is actually one of my favorite actresses, if not my favorite actress ever. I love her as a person, and as an actress I think she's really good, and she brought it. I mean, this movie was like, oh hey Jennifer, so how about you cry again? I know we cried a lot yesterday, but you should just cry again one more time. And she just handled it. I don't know, maybe it was just me. I thought it was great. And like the last scene of the film was actually the last like 3 pages of Catching Fire verbatim. And I love it when directors do that. It's great. It's great. Directors should do that more often. Film number 3, The Hobbit. So I loved the first Hobbit movie. It was great. Martin Freeman is such a baby, and I love him so much. And this second film was good, except only about 10% of the movie was the actual book. And I know some of y'all are gonna be those people that are like, well, technically Lord of the Rings was like not really that much of the book, and like Aragorn and Arwen wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for Peter Jackson, so you know, just get off your high horse. And I like a lot of things that the director and the scriptwriters kind of added. And I'm not a lore expert, but I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure elves and dwarfs should not be a thing. I mean, the original character of Keeley is supposed to be this young dwarf, one of the youngest dwarfs to ever go on an adventure with a company, but he's there because he wants to serve Thorin. And now they're gonna make it some weird thing where he really just wants to show that he's awesome and strong for Tauriel. And don't get me wrong, I love Tauriel, I dig awesome feminist characters, but just no. No! In that scene where Tauriel was healing him, I mean, it should be in a book called Cinematography 101. If you want 2 characters to have a romantic moment, don't make the music swell and have the character backlit with wind blowing in their hair as you zoom in. That's like worse than Twilight. Last little thing, the CGI was lacking. I'm sorry, it just was. But like there are a few times when I could tell the CGI folks were like, no, I don't think they'll notice that. I don't think they'll catch that one. And it's like, we caught it. Legolas's horse looks like it's made of Play-Doh. We caught it. We see right through you. But overall, this movie really was great. I mean, Any Tolkien film is just, it's just good. So yeah, those are the 3 top movies that I've seen that I suggest y'all to see. There will come a day when I stop vlogging and when I stop pretending like I'm famous on YouTube, but it is not this day. Peace.